Good morning, my trippy hippies. It is Tammy coming to you live today from my office. Um, Coming to you for Sunday sermon this morning in a couple of new places. We're here on my personal timeline. We're here on the business page for Hometown Hippie as well as the YouTube channel. So as you jump on here this morning, say hello, tell me where you're watching from. Drop us a grateful fed in the comments. It is Sunday sermon. It is the morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Watching from Keysville. I love it. Do us a couple of favors. Good morning, Melissa Dawn. She's like, good, good morning. It's nothing to be sorry about, darling. We appreciate you. I am um I am on weekend number 2 of having an entire day off. I took yesterday completely off. I did a little laundry. I swept. But I 100% good morning, Amanda. I can see your comments. I guess you're just like me. You're just blocked in groups because that's why I'm not in the Hometown Hippie group this morning. So, yes, just be like Heather. Good morning from Toledo, Ohio. And then drop us our Catherine Shaw and then drop us a grateful fed in the comments. I love it. I love it. All my girls are on here. I see Selena, who had a fun night out. That picture shows it all. Her and her hubby out last night to watch the fight. I see there's Denny from Keysville, Virginia. So many of you on here, and I'm so very grateful for that this morning. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, I did get up this morning and took a shower. I did not get the yesterday. I kind of had one of those days where I let my hair like not be washed. I needed that day, but today it is washed. I want to go over a couple of little like housekeeping things before we get into our Sunday sermon this morning. So as you jump on here, do all the things, say hi to each other. We have not been together in a while. I feel like when you're in church as a kid, maybe at Molly my church, I think everybody's church does this. um like when you're in church and you have like a Sunday and everybody's like singing worship songs and like the songs are playing, the preacher comes always like, go hug your neighbor to the left, go hug your neighbor to the right, go welcome somebody there, tell everybody hello and welcome them here. And the thank you so much, Heather, for sharing that to the group. What's up, Norma Jean from Abilene? Happy full moon in Sagittarius. I appreciate you. I did not get a chance to see Norma Jean last week. She came in to see me. We're in the middle of inventory. It was one of them days. So I have some time for Norma Jean this week. So I'm excited to see her face and get a big old Norma Jean hug, get my energy settled back down. But I wanted to go over a couple of housekeeping things real quick. Um, because we have a lot of things on tap this month, and this is Hometown Hippie time. And I want to talk to you all. I know you've all seen the Grateful Feds donation to Pride this month, which we made a very fun cereal milk cheesecake, rainbow cheesecake. It is beautiful. It's got a fruity pebbles crust. It's got a beautiful rainbow center. It's just gorgeous. We are very proud of that. And we are donating that entire cheesecake went to the Pride group. They are able to raffle that off. You can get a chance to win that for $5 a shot. I think that's what they're selling the raffle tickets for. That's all on them. That's a donation from us. And then the other thing is, if you would like to buy one of those, you can let me know. We can make those individual cakes for people if you would like a cereal milk rainbow cheesecake. We can do that for you. We have different sizes. We can do individual sizes as well as full sizes. So let us know if you would interested in getting one. We can talk to you about that. That is from the Grateful Fed side of the house. Hi. Yes, wait to see Heather Johns' hair. Heather's getting there. Heather is getting there. But the Grateful Fed, or the Hometown Hippie group here where we're at today, right? We are back with our monthly, our Munchie of the Month box for the summer. So a couple of things with that, just in case I've not been live and I've not had a lot of people, that I want to make sure everybody hears my voice, okay? Number one, the Munchie of the Month box is going to be $33. $5 of that box goes to the Farmville Pride. So we raised $55 through our Munchie of the Month boxes last month. We sold 11 boxes last month, and that means we have $5 per box. That's $55. So we have $55 going to the VFW for last month, plus the $100 we raised on the raffle from the Grateful Fed. So both businesses try to align with the same charity each month. We try to do something. So May, we did the Memorial Day Munchie of the Month box, which we did the red, white, and blue donuts, the strawberry, vanilla, and blueberry. And $5 of that box went to VFW. This month, $5 of the box is going to the Farmville Pride, and the box is themed for such. So you have a beautiful rainbow cake pop. This thing is delightful. It is about almost 300. Okay, it'll pack a punch. This is our Rice Krispie Love is Love Rice Krispie treat heart. They each have a different writing on them. This one says shine. We have some that say love. We have some that say, I don't know, all kinds of different things. That is very like 300 milligrams. And then what y'all have asked and asked and asked, and I have said I don't do those. But last year during Pride Month, we created the Fruity Pebble Bar, and that has stayed on our menu from then until now. It is a fan favorite, our Fruity Pebble Marshmallow Bar. That has been one of our top sellers over the last year. And so this year we wanted to have something with the rainbow. I'm like, what can we create that has like a natural, already candy rainbow flavor? And so I kept seeing posts about them. I kept seeing videos on making them from scratch. And I was like, you know what? The universe is telling me what to do for this box. I said I would never do it, but I am doing it. For the people spoke. The universe has told me what to do. So we also have Nerds ropes. That is kind of balled up. It's a wiggle around, but that's a Nerds rope. And that thing is nice and delicious as well. So you have a Nerds rope, a cake pop, and a rice cereal treat in this box. You need to grab one of these while supplies last. $33 to grab yourself a Love is Love Munchie of the Month box, and $5 of that box. That is the best deal you're going to get all month. If you are looking for a fun buzz box, that is the best. This is a $100 box if I was going to charge for it the right way. But it's $33 because, you know, I don't charge things the right way. I charge things the way that I feel that they should be charged. And this box is, again, your Pride Munchie of the Month box. So $5 of each of this box goes to help the Farmville Pride donation. Food truck is in the works. We're working on getting power to it so we can get things up and running. A lot of you have been asking. This is just a quick little, like, we're gonna go and get all of the I'm gonna get all of the T's crossed and I's dotted for the business stuff. Then we're gonna move on to the Sunday sermon because it's a good one today. And it's probably why I'm avoiding doing it, right? Because I don't want to cry in front of y'all, which I'm going to. Pain Relief Salve is back in stock. So we have, when I say it's back in stock, y'all, I've got enough of it to get you through this. If you need to get some of this, do not delay because this is the last batch for a while. Carly's in process of moving. So we made all the stuff. She has to get settled. So it'll be at least probably 4 months before we get another batch of this in. So if you need Pain Relief Salve, get it now. Or get yourself on a list for it so you don't miss out on that. Excuse me. Okay. And then Pain Relief Salve is back in. Munchie of the Month boxes are out. Wednesday night dinners from the Grateful Fed. Right-hand side is fried chicken, collard greens, macaroni and cheese, cornbread, and peach cobbler. If you don't grab yourself dinner on Wednesday night and you're local, you are missing out. You are missing out. And then I am going to share with y'all today a couple of things. So let's see here. Heather, I'm trying to see what everybody's got going on here. Do me a favor. Do exactly what it says below. If you've not done so already, say hello. Tell us where you're watching from. Drop us a Grateful Fed in the comments. We are going to jump right in here to our Sunday sermon. And we are going to talk about this today, right? You cannot pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first, right? Take care of yourself first. And we talk about this a lot with as women, right? You can't prove it to cup. You can't be the best mom, the best wife, the best daughter. I'm talking about this as, I mean, there's guys probably watching this too, right? If you're a dude and you're watching this, please chime in, say hi to us. I know a lot of the females will normally comment and post and all the things, but I know there's a guy or two out there watching this. And a lot of times I feel like these conversations that we have very much speak to the divine feminine, right? About taking care of yourself and taking time for yourself. And guys, this is not any kind of slight to you when we do that. I can speak from the female perspective, right? I'm speaking from my perspective. I'm speaking from what I have seen and who I do spend a lot of my time with, which are other feminine or female human beings, right? But I am talking to everyone today, and I'm telling you this: you have to take care of yourself, right? And I am not saying that to say to you that if your kids are hungry and you're hungry, like feed yourself first and make them wait, right? I'm not saying like be selfish. But I'm going to tell you this: self-care is not selfish. If you are at a place where you have nothing else to give, if your cup is empty, right? You have to stop, take care of yourself, fill your cup back up so that you can take care of the other things of the world. Okay, and that goes for every person. So I gotta get up and stretch around and get myself situated. Y'all know my body doesn't want to cooperate every day, and I get these uncomfortable twings, and I'm like, you know what? That uncomfortable twing is probably from something in my body reacting to the words that I'm saying sometimes, and a little gripped around that, right? Because so many times we think when we do these things, we can then take time for ourselves. And I've noticed this, and I'm going to talk about this, and then I'm going to show you a few little tricks and tips. So I know that a lot of times, for years now, I have come on to the internet, whether it be any of my many platforms that I have used. And if you are watching this, because I think this is way more fun with friends and it helps people because Facebook is hiding my content. They told me we are moving all of your things down lower in the feed for the next 29 days because of your account restrictions, which are ridiculous. I disputed them, but I still have the restriction on my account, and it is moving me down lower in the algorithm. So your comments, your thumbs up, your hearts throughout the live help other folks find this. So we're going to have some participation today. So give me some thumbs up. Everybody watching, give me a couple of thumbs up to let me know that you're cool with participation today and just answering some yes or no questions. So we're going to play a little answer your questions to help me out today, right? So I want you to answer or give me the information below that I'm asking for, right? So I want you to answer this question, okay? What was the first platform you found me on, right? Thank you very much. I took a shower this morning. I put my hair back and I just put on something a little, some leggings and something comfortable. But thank you very much. I am trying to take my own messages and my own lessons and stop pouring from an empty cup and start taking care of me a little bit, right? I've been trying to take some time off, do those things. Y'all been telling me to do it forever. So it's not like I'm doing something that's all brave and heroic. It's just the things you're supposed to do. I'm trying to like follow my own lessons, right? So did you find me on Attitude of Gratitude through my keto journey? Did you find me back here on Facebook through Party with Tammy, which sprung back from that? Did you find me with Hometown Hippie? Did you find me for Grateful Fed Catering? Because there's a lot of people out there on my Facebook, and people came from all different places, right? Some people came just here on my Facebook page watching my weight loss journey back before I put it. You get to watch it again. You've watched me go a full circle with that, right? Some of y'all. Through referral of a friend, word of mouth, and then on the Hometown Hippie page. I love it so much. So a lot of y'all are here with Hometown Hippie for the first time, but a lot of y'all are coming from Hometown Hippie, Grateful Fed, Perfect. A lot of y'all have found me from Party with, there you go, Melissa DeMarco. I knew she would know Party with Tammy, right? And I have had so many people come because of one of the things and stay because of the other things. And when I was in my, height of thriving, when I was like doing this, I found you through Hometown Hippie. I love that. I love that so much. Norma Jean, Party with Tammy, word of mouth, a Hometown Hippie through a friend, just on Facebook as a general, and she works across the street from me now. There are so many places, right, that I have been, this platform that I've been. And one of the first things that I came on here kind of doing was my personal journey regarding changing my attitude. I started getting my memory when Facebook started popping out memories. I started seeing the awful things. I've stayed through everything. I know, and I know that Melissa and I appreciate you so very much for that. And Melissa probably can attest to some of these things because she very much says, I've watched this and I know that you're not bullshitting because I've seen it. And I started out, um, you know, I'm going to tell you, I was a miserable bitch. Like, that's just the best way that I can say it, y'all. And so a lot of you who are newer have seen this version of Tammy, but people like Melissa DeMarco have seen the other version, right? The other more critical of myself, not doing the work, not taking care of myself first, very much pouring from an empty cup. The woe is me, the sick all the time. Look, see, the first live was awful. See, I'm telling you, I was sitting on the couch smoking a cigarette, like, hey, I'm Tammy, coming to you live. It was awful, right? Um, but I believe very much in progress over perfection. And I think somebody was talking about that today. I think it was Stacy and I talking about how progress or perfection kills progress, or is the enemy of progress. And so one thing that I can give myself a lot of credit for, right, was that I was always about, like, just see what happens, like, give it a shot. You got to move, you got to have forward movement. God can't direct a parked car, right? You got to move forward to get in do something. And so I started seeing all of these. It was cringeworthy. It was cringeworthy. I have to tell the truth for everyone to know the transformation. It's been amazing. It was, and I understand that. I watch those, right? I see those. But what's cringeworthy to me was my memories from Facebook. My tired of being tired. My passive aggressive telling a part of the story post, like if people don't stop sucking the energy out of me, blah blah blah, all of those things that I see so many of you still posting. And you know what I'm talking about, when you're in your feelings and you've had a tough night and maybe the family and you have not gotten a lot along greatly. Maybe your partner's pissed you off, maybe the kids have pissed you off, or they're in trouble, they're not living up to expectation. Maybe you're arguing with people in your family, maybe work's not going your way. Y'all know the story, right? That low vibration story and that victim. And I was living in that land of being the victim, like, woe is me, this stuff sucks, adulting is hard, when is it ever going to end? Nothing in my life made me happy, right? I was unhappy about everything. I was so unhappy. I was like, I'm tired of even cooking dinner because I'm tired of the same foods. I was tired of being tired. Anybody else out there understand what I'm saying? Can I get a hallelujah, amen, party? Yes, I know what you're saying, right? I did not know where my life was leading me, but I knew that I was miserable where the fuck I was. And I'm pardon the language, David's going to get big words, right? I did not know. That's Here we go, right? It's me. That's where I'm at. But I know I'm taking care of the work all my faults. Right now, I'm just tired. Here's the thing, right? Stop saying I'm working on my faults, right? You don't have any faults. We are exactly as we're supposed to be. We are exactly the right time, place, and all the things, right? All things. Everything pissed me off. Anybody else at a place where nothing, like every person, every plate, everything, right? Now, when I say this next part, I hope that my numbers don't go from 10 to 2, right? What happened to me whenever I had my moment of like, oh, when I decided to like change, is when I looked around and I'm like, everybody, everything around me is bullshit, right? It's awful. I hate it. I don't understand it. This is ridiculous. it's stupid and people just don't have a sense. If it's everything else around you, I'm going to tell you, it's not everything, it's you. It is 100% our responsibility to create our reality. If my reality, which has been, I am too busy, I have too much going on, I cannot take a day off, that was exactly the truth. That was what I manifested. I spoke it out into existence. Right? I spoke that into existence. I let that become my reality, that I did not have time and that I could not take time off and that I was too busy to do that. You are living in your own self-created reality. We all are living in our own self-created reality. When I say you cannot pour from an empty cup, take care of yourself first. What I want you to understand is if your cup feels empty, you have the responsibility to fill it up. I said the other day, it's not all these people leaving and disrespecting me. It's me, not them, right? We attract, and I was listening to a podcast today on the way in, and it's from a very good friend of mine named Robin Webb, and the podcast, just when you think your shadow work is done, something big comes up. Thanks for making me accountable. Major trauma rising its ugly head. It hurts, it's ugly, but I will not stay here long. Choices, I have big ones to make, right? We all do. And I'm in the same place you are. And Denny's in the same place you are, and Norma Jean and Kathy. And I understand it can be different, right? But every single one of us, right, is living in a place where we get to choose our vibration. We get to choose our frequency. We get to choose how we're resonating in this world and who we're around doing that with. And I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to say when it's not them, it's you, right? And I'm going to say this in a way that's going to make it even a little bit nicer, make y'all feel a little bit better, right? We all get to this point when we are up leveling and growing. If everything around you is starting to kind of go haywire and wonky, and that's what happened in my life, right? Because I knew there was something better out there. I was seeking something better. I was working to raise my vibration. Right? When I started working to raise my vibration, when changed the way that I saw things, when I started resonating in light, the things that were not of light no longer sat with me. As we start to grow and we start to become our own, we start to ascend in this next world that we're going to up level to, the earth is changing. And people get upset when they don't understand when I say that. Like, what do you mean by that? What are you saying? Like the up leveling and ascension and a different earth, and people are being left behind, and they think that is so weird and they don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, from an energetic standpoint, as you start, it's like attracts like, and the things that are no longer in that realm of your maybe your nerves can't take it. Maybe you're like, I no longer deserve to put up with this. This is less than me. Like, I don't need to be miserable or unhappy, right? I don't need to be sad. I don't need to have to like hear things that people say that are ugly and nasty and rude. I don't need to be part of a cliquey girl group anymore. I mean, y'all, I've gone through losing so many things in my life. Like I, worked in corporate America when all the things started happening. I was so upset that I was losing all these things that I thought were mine. And the universe, God, whatever word you want to use, God's like, let go of that, get rid of that so that you can now have room for the thing that is meant for you. So if you're in a place right now, I say like you cannot pour from an empty cup. You have to go within. You have to sit with yourself. You have to take a moment. Right? You have to take some deep breaths when things start feeling this way, especially. And I use this you can't pour from an empty cup kind of analogy because that's how a lot of us start feeling when things start changing, right? We're starting to feel like something is missing, something is not there, or that we're overly tired, or that things are just too much for us. And these are the symptoms of what I'm saying. The way that you're feeling is the symptom of, right? Number one, it's a symptom of it's time for you to raise your vibration. So when you start feeling all these ways like, hey, I need to do something to sit with myself so that my energy gets stable and that my energy, my energetic body is trying to tell me something, right? So number one, you're getting sick, you're getting tired, it's, you're kind of breaking down. Your body is saying stop. The things that you have been doing for X number of years is no longer working for you. So let's stop for a moment. Let's take a deep breath. Let's ground our energy and let's feel in our body where these things are. And that's kind of how I do my little scan and my checklist, right? And that's the Reiki and that's the energy work that I do. Now, there are times when we have ignored, and I am not saying this to say don't go to your doctor or none of that. What I'm saying is that I needed this 100% this morning. I felt 1,000%. Yep, see? So what you're up, yep, I'm willing. I love this. I'm willing and open to the change and up leveling. Fighting it delays your blessings. I'm down for a moment, but I will rise. Exactly. Stacy says, personal growth is fucking hard, but I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago. And that's a good thing. It is a good thing, right? And we understand that. And we tend to get into these cycles of funk and we see them as a bad thing. And we say, oh my God, what is happening? I'm all off. There's a reason. Sometimes we get shaken up to get turned around, right? Sometimes you get shaken up to get turned around. And that's what a lot of that is. And I was talking about, like, I'm not saying that real physical things are like, if somebody is sick, like I'm going to use Denny for an example. Denny has illness. She has a doctor she has to go see. She has medical procedures. I am never going to say to Denny, girl, stop that bullshit. They're lying. It's just energetic work. Let's move it through your body and get you healed. I would never do that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because once we ignore the energy and we don't heal the trauma and we don't do the work about changing how we are and perspective and like getting rid of the anger and the hate and all of that, right? The more we hold on to those things, it does. And I know because I don't have an organ in my body that I don't need to live. Everything that's in my body that could be taken out because it goes haywire, and it's okay if you lose it because you don't really need it. Appendix, gallbladder, tonsils, the breathing knee. I mean, you name it, all my female or everything that I don't need to live. Any organ inside my body that is not required to have it to live or need a transplant if you get it taken away, I don't have. So I have no gallbladder, no appendix, no tonsils, no ovaries, no uterus, no cervix, no, you know what I'm saying? Like I got one kidney. I think you can live with one. I don't know. Your liver is just one liver, I think. I don't know. But when you ignore those feelings in your body and you don't do the energy work, it then will manifest into dis-ease in your body, which turns into disease. So the first thing that I do when I'm feeling this way is I do an energetic check. I'm like, where is this bothering me? Where am I feeling out of sorts? Like I get Carly to do a little work. Where are my chakra energy levels? Or where am I out of whack? Where does that attach to something in my life that I can kind of say, oh, this is why what am I gripping onto? What are we feeling here? And I do the things, right? But there have been a lot of times whenever I did not do that work for so long that I had to go to a physical doctor. So I'm not saying that I'm not bashing doctors or people who have true medical things they have to go see a doctor for, right? So I'd never tell Denny, who's in the middle of all her radiations and chemo and all her treatments, to like stop and just do some energy work. But I am going to tell you that if you add the energy work onto whatever regimen of medical, Western medicine or whatever, you will see a difference when you are helping yourself. And that is also being able to take care of yourself first so that you have a full cup to pour from. So for me, whenever I was having the issues, I knew I had to change my actual physical diet. I know I had to go see a doctor about some blood pressure and some hypertension and things like that I want to die from. But I also found holistic approaches to fix those things. Okay. So from a medical standpoint, from a feel-good standpoint, a lot of us allow bad energy and not feeling well and not taking care of ourselves. And that's what I mean by that, right? Taking care of yourself first is understanding how your energy needs to be centered before you can enter somebody else's. Before you can go out and be a light in the world, right? And our goal with the Grateful Fed family and here in this group and everything that we do is about the power of one. Going out every day and knowing that you can't change the world as one individual person. I cannot go out and wave my magic wand, and I love to say it, Leviosa, like lift up the world, right? This Leviosa with the collective vibration. If I could do that, I would go out and we would like connect our Hogwarts powers, and we would raise the vibration with just a flick of the wrist, and everything would be beautiful and fine. But it's not that easy, right? It requires you being able to pour into other folks your light and your energy, teaching people there's a different way by going out and making a human connection with one other human being every day. Like I try every single day to find an opportunity to make a difference for another human being in the world in some way, whether it be through a tasty meal, a smile, a kind word, a like, a comment on a Facebook post, a message. If you've been the recipient of one of my messages, just like, or something that we have done to raise your vibration, if there has been a time, again, today's about tag a friend, tag somebody in the comment right now who has changed your world because they have checked in on you or commented on something or given you a compliment. Think about the last time somebody really changed your attitude. I know that I'll send messages, right? I will just want people to say, I love you and I appreciate you and I think you're a great human being. And how are you? Like, what do you need? See, people, I love that. Crystal Lynn. I love when people help one another. And that's what I'm saying about you cannot pour from an empty cup. We say, like, every day you have the ability to go out and change the world for one person, even if that one person has to be you. But here's where the rubber meets the road. Here is where the lesson is today, right? I talk to so many of you. I am friends with, not just here, but in life, and I'm connected to your energy because there's cords between us, right? And I've been trying to cut some cords and saying once it's out in the world, it's done its job. It's not my responsibility to hold on to it. But we are so connected. I check y'all out. And I want you to know, right? I want you to know that it's important, though, that you actually do that work. On the day when you don't have it to pour into somebody else, you have to focus on you. What I am saying to you is that it's actually, you can't just say, oh, I ain't shit today, so I can't help anybody today. You have to help yourself. You have to make sure that you can clean yourself, that you can have a bite to eat, that you can say a kind word to yourself, that you can grab an affirmation card from the millions that we've done and say, I am love, I am worthy, I am worth it. Because every single one of you are worthy, you are loved, and you are worth it. You are kind, you are intelligent, you are beautiful. You have something to offer this world. Even if you don't believe that, you do. And it's about the power of one, about the self. It's about getting to a place where you believe that. It's about getting to a place where you know that today is just a bad day. And I love that Heather has been very open. I'm not going to tell her business. I know what's happening with Heather, and I'm sending lots of love, and I'm trying to hold space for that, right? And there are times whenever see, she's like, I have been distant due to my energy not being right. The brain wanted to spread love and light, but I'm struggling in the fog, and I didn't want to transfer that to any of you, but I'm cleaning up my mess. But here's the thing. We want Heather to also, now I want y'all to all take a moment now to send some heart energy to Heather. We're going to take a time, take a deep breath. Because if you don't have space to hold, you're not doing anybody any favors. And Heather needs our love right now. Heather always gives us our love, and we feel like being able to help somebody else, that is pouring from an empty cup, and that is doing no one any favors. I have done it. I've done it to so many of y'all, and I apologize that I was pouring from an empty cup and I gave you what I had versus what I wanted to give you. And I didn't have a whole lot, and I gave you more than what I had. And it didn't do you any favors, and it didn't do me any favors. And I'm glad that Heather took a chance or took an opportunity to step back, and that she distanced herself, and that she is going inward and not trying to pour out of the cup that she does not have, that is empty right now. Heather has to refill her cup. Heather's going through some things right now. I would love for y'all to please send Heather some love and some light, and I would like y'all to hold space for Heather. And it's an unspoken request, and it's just to give Heather the strength to do the things that she knows she has to do. And that's all we need to do for Heather, right? But we need to do that. But Heather cannot pour from that cup because she hasn't got anything to pour right now. And we need to give it back to her. And it's okay for us as a community. And that's the next part of my thing to talk about today, right? Is that we need to be okay and be, here's what I heard. This is the phrase that I heard that really resonated with me this morning. And it is vulnerability is the catalyst to courage, because being able to be comfortable in your vulnerability is courageous, because a lot of us don't like to be vulnerable in front of people because we have been programmed in this human existence that it is not safe to be vulnerable. You get taken advantage of when you're vulnerable. But being vulnerable and being real and being authentic with people is courageous. And Heather saying this today and coming here and saying, I've just been down and out for a little bit, and I want you to all know that this is a safe space to be vulnerable. This is a safe space to be authentic, because we do not judge you here. We want to offer a place for our community to have that, to be able to come and recharge their batteries and to have people help pour into them to do that. Community is very important. It is the coming together of light workers, and whether you're Reiki attuned or not, whether you are you made it possible for me to begin my life again. I will never forget the first time I met you. You made me realize that there are people out there who believe in the same important things. I love that. And so many of you all, I love that. Sending love and light, having love and light, and holding space. And I love y'all so very much for all of the kind words. And we are a community. We are here to lift each other up and to support one another. And if you're out there watching this on one of the other platforms and you have not been a part of this community, we honestly this is who we are. I'm vulnerable right now. I'm vulnerable right now. And I am sharing with you the fact that I have been really, 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 I say all the time, speak what you seek till you see what you said. And I said over and over, I am busy and I'm tired. I am busy and I'm tired. I'm trying and I'm doing it. And I kept saying that out loud and not realizing that I was perpetuating my own busy and my own tired, my own busy and my own tired. So I am speaking into existence that we are doing everything exactly as we are supposed to. We could take on 20 more things because we could. We are ready to hit the ground running. We are exactly as we're performing exactly as we should. Thank you all so much. You have no idea how much that means to me. That gives me strength to work through the mess and get to my message. And that's what I told Heather last night in the group. I told everybody, I said, I think that I put this in. I was like, I've been dealing with some messes myself, right? Some internal messes, some physical messes, some health messes, because I didn't take care of myself. Some relationship messes, some friendship messes, just some messes, right? Just some things that are not in a place in my life where I want them to be or don't look like I want them to look. And I am figuring that out and I'm moving through it. And I think I told the brand ambassadors that I was going to be back today for Sunday sermon because I think I may even try to post it. I didn't go through last night because I was like, okay, just not meant to be on social media. I said my mess is almost my message. And that's really funny that Heather said this. I had that written down, is that my mess is becoming a message. I'm getting the message out of my mess. And I'm getting the message out of my mess. And that's what today was going to be about, was about coming here. And when I said earlier about so many of you, right? So many of you are sitting there and you just are like, there's got to be a better way. This is not all there is to offer. This is not exactly the way that I want things to be going in my life. I know that this is not what it is, but I just struggle with finding out what it is that I do want. Like I can't speak what I seek because I don't know what it is. I just know it's not this. Can I get a hallelujah, amen, if that's anybody out there right now? If you were at a place where you're like, I get that you say, speak what you seek till you see what you said for manifesting and all those beautiful things, right? But if I don't know, I don't know. I just know this is not it. Like I can't speak into existence this beautiful life because I don't know what that looks like to me. Anybody out there is like, I don't know what I want. I just know this ain't it. Right? Like I don't know what it is, but this is not everything that I want it to be. So good morning, Melanie Lewis. I'm right there at the moment, right? A lot of us are there at the moment. And it's not about like, I don't want to change everything in my life. There just feels like there's something missing. It just feels like there's something more, right? Here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's the big lesson, the big takeaway today. Here's the homework. If everybody's ready to do the homework, I need y'all to drop me a yes, I'll do it. Give me the lesson, something in the comments. Give me some big thumbs up in the comments, little like the little emojis or whatever. Um, here's the big takeaway for that. You have to sit with yourself. You have to get into your journal. You have to. And I don't mean that and it should, you could. I'm telling you, when you start putting it out of your head and you getting it into a journal. I spent this weekend, y'all know how I do. I pulled out an older journal. Like this one, I had to go almost to the back of it. Um, the back of it. And I had journaled yesterday a bunch of stuff. And then I had a complete and total panic attack last night. I did. I had a complete and total panic attack last night. And then I took some deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay. Look at this. I'm going to be honest. I don't do what you call quote prayer. But last night I sat under that beautiful moon and I gave thanks and truly prayed. Now I'm here with you guys and I feel so much better. I love it. Saying it out loud. If you are local or virtual, can I have a yes, I'm interested, because I'm going to ask this first before I make the arrangements. I feel like we need a big group healing meditation, and in person and virtual. I'll put it on the YouTube, things like that. But if people will show up for it here, I will get us a good big meditation circle set up. If you're up for some healing meditation work this summer series of we've been working on the energy series. It is time to move to the sacral. It is time to engage our energy workshops again. And I had trouble getting people here. I need people to show up for it, and I will be glad to do it. I am getting back to it. One of the things we talked about, I told the girls, we go through cycles. I get out of alignment. But what is our unique selling point with the Hometown Hippie and with the Grateful Fed is that this is where I had to come back into alignment. I get myself out of whack because we just we change things up. We get our energy all in alignment. We protect our kitchen. We do all the things. Things get busy. We stop. It's like everybody else, right? Things go really good. You kind of forget your, foundations, your ABCs, your 1, 2, 3s. And what sets us apart is the energy work, the Reiki infused, the intentionality, and all of the things. So one of the things I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to share with y'all today, and then I told the girls last week, we went over the menu. The menu will be dropping, but we are going to have a 222 special. It's going to be whatever. I don't know what it's going to cost yet. I think we said it was going to be $15 or something like that. I don't know. We'll work on that. It might cost $11.11. I don't know. We're going to have a 222 special where you don't have to pick anything to eat, that you will come up and you can order the intuitive special. And that means we cook you food that we intuitively just make you a meal. It's nothing on the menu. It's a secret menu that we just kind of like intuitively make a food for you. We ask you like 3 questions and then we make the decision on what you eat. We are a Reiki attuned catering and bakery. And when we lose sight of that, things go off the rails. We are back getting aligned. We're doing monthly energy work with Carly. We're getting ourselves back aligned. If you are feeling that there's got to be something different, it is time to get back to the basics of going inward. And if you can't speak what you seek till you see what you said, It is going to be about, I'm going to help you. I want to help you stop, drop. I'm just kidding. I'm just being silly. I'm going to help you to stop, take a breath, and to turn your eyes inward, because we all need to do that. And what I talked about earlier, like what platform you found me on, because the universe said to me last night, I was like, I feel like, as we grow, I have not had an opportunity to expand personally. I have been trying to keep up with the work, and I feel like I am unworthy to. I feel very unworthy and very un un. I don't know. Like, I am really feeling like I don't have the. It's like, who am I? Right? Anybody else ever had? Who am I to come and lead these people? Or to come tell these folks anything. Like, that's where I was with that panic attack last night. I'm like, I am never going back on the internet again. Like, look, people probably laugh. I got all of the stinking thinking. All of the things is like, you are a mess. Why would anybody believe anything that you say? You saw the stinking thinking was big last night. Was big, huge, enormous last night, right? And then when I stopped, right, looked inward, did my affirmations, it's like, you are loved. Um, you are exactly as you need to be. All of those channeled messages were not of you, so why do you care how it came out? If you understand that you are here to help raise the collective vibration, and that my intentions, like, what are you doing, team? Like, you know what you were doing. You're not there just, who are you? The universe said, this is your platform. This is what you're supposed to do. This is your calling, blah, blah, blah. How can I help you? I can't help myself. Like, I'm a mess. Why am I doing this? And the universe said, stop, right? Part of my superpower is the ability to fall apart right in front of y'all, because I want you to see that even the people who are here doing the things, it's not just, I don't just, like, it's not just all like cakes and sprinkles and rainbows and everything just works out perfectly. And when we walk into a room, a red carpet falls out. The work that we do is work. It is work. And it is not work that is done once and then you put it away, right? It's not work that you do once. And that's what I'm here to remind everybody of, I guess. I'm like, this is your brain. This is your brain with drugs. This is your brain. This is your brain without your work, right? This is the right brain without your woo-woo. So I am here to kind of like be like, hey, don't forget, like, just your little friendly reminder, take your deep breaths, right? Do your affirmations, get into your journal, because that's where the missing pieces are. And I'm going to promise you, if you take some time and you ask yourself and you ask your higher self and you ask the universe for some guidance and for some synchronicities, and you just stop and you're quiet and you pause long enough to let the universe answer. And it's not going to be that you ask the universe, like, okay, universe, tell me what success looks like and give me a sign that what it is. And you open your eyes and expect like there to be like a sign sitting in front of you that says, you should be a clown, or like, you should be a airplane pilot, or you should be whatever, or that you should do this, or you should dump him, or you should marry her, or that you should. And it's not like that. I promise you, it's not like that. If it worked like that, it'd be a lot easier, right? But I'm going to tell you, when you really get in tune with yourself and you really start looking at where the things in your life that are unsettling are things that you have the complete autonomy and control over, to be able to maneuver through your life, when you understand that you are the person who holds all of the power as to how your life looks like. When you get out of victim and you get into victor, when you stand up, you're like, I have the will to win. I can do anything. That is when it gets beautiful. That is when life gets beautiful. And damn it, I forgot who I was for a minute, right? Damn it, if I didn't forget who I was for a minute. I am a powerful manifester who has everything within my grasp to make this life exactly what I want it to be. Heather Johns, you were the same. Denny, you are the same. Melanie, you are the same. Grace, you are the same. We are all the authors of our story. You all are the authors of your life story, and you have the pen and blank pages in front of you. You decide how the story is written. You decide which way the character goes. You decide up or down. You have complete control of your life. And if you don't believe and speak what you seek until you see what you said, keep telling yourself how miserably tired you are. Keep telling yourself how awful your fucking life is and see if it doesn't stay that exact same way. Because you have no trouble. We have no trouble manifesting some bullshit, right? Turn it around and think about how beautiful it can be. Everything is always working out for me. This is exactly, the stumble is exactly the thing the universe decided is like, that's not the way to go. Don't trip over that, trying to get in the way. We live in a society that thrives on instant gratification. True happiness and contentment is work and it takes time. You are 100% right. But we cannot have contentment and happiness if we don't know what it looks like. If we can't define it, because here's the thing, that comes from a place of a society that lives on telling us what we need to be happy. That tells us our houses aren't big enough, our waistlines aren't small enough, our bank accounts aren't robust enough, our cars are too old, our clothes are too out of style, and we're watching all of that bullshit and thinking that that's what we need to be happy. Then we go out and we work ourselves to death to get those things and we're still fucking miserable, and then we think that nothing ever goes our way. Can I get a hallelujah fucking amen? Because that's how the world works right now. When you get off of that train, I'm like, you know what? I don't need 16 food trucks running 12 hours a day at festivals making me $500,000 to be happy. What I do need is I need a home for my family to be safe and secure in, that is clean and well taken care of. It doesn't have to be big. I need about 1,000 square feet, right? Just to be able to have room to do the things. I need to make sure that the people who I employ also have the things that um, their financial needs are met by the job that they have, as well as their emotional and personal well-being. I want them to feel supported. I don't want them to be miserable. Anybody that has to get up in the morning before they come to my place of employment, if they work for me and they wake up, they go, fuck, I don't want to do this today, they need to go ahead and give their notice. I don't want anyone to wake up in the morning before coming to be around my place of work. If you work for me right now, I'm telling you, if you work for me and you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh God, I hate going in there, then please come talk to me and let's go find you something else. Because if you get up in the morning, you hate doing something, don't come here. Don't be here, right? I want to wake up in the morning excited. I never wake up going, I don't want to do this today when it comes about coming here, ever. Ever. I have never woke up like, I do not want to do this today. Not one time. So I know this is the right thing to do, right? I know this is the right thing to do. But two things can be true. And I know this to be true, right? And I love that Grace says, I felt that way at other places, but never with y'all, right? But two things can be true. People can love me, but also not want to work with me. And I'm not saying anybody that's with me that's doing that, but I'm saying like I am that self-aware when it comes to owning a business that I don't want to make this place like that. That is success to me. Success to me is that everyone who even works with us, I don't say for me, works with me, that wants to be a collaborator and wants to be here, right? Yes, so I'm such a giver. We all know this, but I have to realize that I have to receive also. I'm growing and moving forward. This is just a hole in my path. Instead of struggling about how I'm going to get around, I need to work on building my bridge to get over it. There you go. And we all struggle. It's about how I say you take the exit. Just don't build a house on the exit. Don't like get a job there. That's not where your journey stops, right? If you let a stumble in the road be the end of your journey, you know what I mean? Like I'm saying, like we all are the authors of our story. You hold the pen. And if things aren't going right now, write a different ending. But the big important part of that is it's how do you know if you don't know, you could be living your happily ever after, but if you can't define what your happily ever after is, How do you know when you've reached it? That's the constant need to go for the next thing, to go for the next thing. Sit down with yourself. We talk about doing these energy healings. I would love to do a vision board. Like, what does happiness, what does this look like? To me, just being and being able to be happy has nothing to do with anything external. It has to be with an internal vibration, a vibratory feeling for me. So that's the next thing we're going to be doing together as a group. I do want to talk about this because I talk about, like, you don't just do the work once and move away. So one of the things that I'm going to do, and I'm going to pull our card, we're going to be done real quick, is I had put this away. I got it, and then I used it a couple of times, and it really, like, made a giant difference. Like, when I took time to use my tools, right? So when I talk about using our tools, I want you to know how to do these things. Number one, take a few moments to really sit with yourself and define. Let's talk about this, right? We're also going to hold space that all of that pathology is beautiful and clean. We get clean margins, and that Denny is on the way to a full healing. And we're going to connect our energy. I would love to be able to do that. And if Denny's up for it, if any of my Reiki people on here, we have a lot of us in the area who are Reiki healers. I would love for us to bring Denny in and do a combining of our energy and throw some healing work on Denny if she's up for it. I have 2 major appointments this week, getting my pathology reports from surgery. Speaking now, everything is okay. I've got this. I'm not going to fall for this, Denny. You're a weak bitch. You're good. You're not weak. Don't say negative things about yourself. I say, don't talk shit about my friends. That's what I tell people all the time. We're going to do some positive self-talk. We're going to hold some space, throw out some love energy that way. One of the things I wanted to show you was the tool set, right? The ways that you have, the tools you need. That's your crystal energy. That's your essential oil energy. That is your magic energy that helps you to kind of get on the right path and stay that way. So when I talk about the transformation from the cringeworthy, it's doing it's the million micro moves, right? It's the million micro moves that we started making back when I said, I am done feeling like shit. When I said, I'm done looking at my memories and feeling like an idiot because I'm tired. I'm tired of being tired. Woe is me. Oh my gosh, I was such a victim. I wanted everybody to lift me up and tell me it was going to be okay so that I could say, you don't know my life. I'm still miserable. Nobody loves me. Blah, 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 blah. You know it, you see it, you hear it, the whole, like, woe is me thing, right? And one of the things that I started doing again was working with an energy worker and a success coach to help me. And I do this for you all kind of for free. Like, I'm like, hey, here's some information. One of the tools that Carly gave me and sent me as a free gift for me to try, and they've gone out and they've been amazing. My sister has one and she loves it, is the Dragonfly Alchemy Apothecary Energetic Body Balancing Essential Oil Blends. This little box of delightful essential oils, it comes in this box. It's got one for everything, and they're all color coded. And it's for each. It's a causal body, the energetic emotional body, the emotional body, the causal body, the physical body, and the mental body. The mental body, right? And so these are used to green bottle, physical body, grounding and progress. Supports being in the physical body, being grounded, safety, vitality, abundance, moving forward in life, used when feeling out of sorts, anxious, or stressed. Let's see here. Pink bottle, emotional body, works to heal the past through the endocrine system, calm and nurture, balance emotions, ease trauma, used for emotional support, healing before bed. Blue bottle, mental body, higher thoughts and expression. Works with the higher mind, mental clarity, expressing the ideas and manifesting when working on projects, learning, or seeking understanding. Purple body is a spiritual connectivity, enhances spiritual connection to the higher self, using it when talking to your guides, angels, and helper. So the purple body, which is our causal body, which is this one, I'm going to use that today, and I'm going to show you how I use that today to actually work to pull this card. So whenever I am not feeling a good connection, or even when I am feeling a good connection, I want to feel a better connection to my higher self or to my angels, guides, and helpers. So the causal body, I take a few moments. I'm going to do this today. I'm going to show you the way in which I do this. So if you are someone who takes these Sunday sermons and tries to do something with them, I want you to to think about getting one of these and trying to use this in your everyday kind of getting yourself together, getting your shit together, right? So we're gonna take some deep breaths. We say before we do these, back we used to always do it. We say inhale the good shit, exhale the bullshit, right? So take some big deep breaths. Today we're gonna ask for the card to the highest and best of the people that are watching now or who will watch us on the replay in the future. We're gonna take some deep breaths in through our nose, inhaling the good stuff. And exhaling the bullshit. Inhaling big through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, big and deep, anything that is no longer serving. So I am putting a little bit of this on my ajna. And I'm going to put a little bit of this on my crown because I'm going to ask for a spiritual connection to my higher self. And I also roll it a little bit in my hand, heat the oil up to activate it. I am asking for my angels, my guides, my helpers, all of those that are there to assist me, my spirit team. I'm calling you in. I'm calling you in now. I'm asking you to make me a clear and perfect channel, to give me the perfect card for the group, for the message that they need for this week, for the journals and the affirmations, to help them start taking care of themselves and stop pouring from empty cups. Give me the card and the message for the people who are watching now or watching in the future, the message that they need to hear to their highest and best in this time, in this space, and in this moment. So we're going to pull our crystal card. I have to get that onto the website, Heather. I need to get some of those things on there. So give me a moment and I'll get that loaded. I don't have that loaded on the website yet. That's here in store. I was told just to keep shuffling and it'll appear. And it just jumped, and I did not touch that. It just jumped itself out. Interesting. 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 This one, this one is definitely one we've had a couple of times, and this one's not for y'all. This one is for me, and I'm gonna pull that out from, and I know that's for me. Like I know that for a fact that that is for me. That one is for me for sure. We're gonna shuffle. Um, uh, okay, okay. Turquoise. Turquoise and clear quartz. Those are the two that jumped out. Turquoise and clear quartz are two cards for today. The third one was Iolite, and it's a shift your money mindset. And I've had a little bit of stressor over money. I've been stressing and have a little panic over money. And I said, and I'm just, I said vulnerability is the key to courage. And I said this morning that money comes to me both in unexpected and expected ways. I'm a good and faithful steward, and I have no worries concerning money. So I'm anxious to see what the Iolite, that's the one that jumped that I felt was mine. So I'm going to pull that one for y'all as well, just in case. Then turquoise, and then clear quartz came out. It's interesting, when I asked to be a clear and perfect channel, we always get several different cards. And I believe that that is for a, that may also be for you. So it may be for everybody. When I looked at it, it was like, I think this is a 3-card spread for everybody. When I call the angels, gods, and helpers in, and I really take my time and take those breaths, they come across as a 3-card spread most of the time for me. And it's usually a message with this. Denny, I think a lot of these are for all of us. Okay, so it is shift our money mindset was run out first. Prioritize your health and get crystal clear. And so these really do resonate probably with across the board with us, because I think a lot of times our stressors over money and our health and things like that block us from being clear about what we want to go in the future. We're held up, and as human beings, some of the two big major kind of like things that play on us are our physical health and our financial wealth. Those kind of play a hand in hand, and it keeps us from being crystal clear. And that's the message that's kind of coming in. But I'm going to read these cards and let you know what the universe says about each of them. So the Iolite card says, shift your money mindset. And it says, money might make the world go round, but it shouldn't have you running in circles. It's important to view your cup as half full instead of half empty to maintain a healthy perspective. When you shift your attention from what you don't have to appreciating what you do, you attract more of what you desire into your life. Speak what you seek till you see what you said. The universe is not fuck around today, y'all. They're strong. Enhance a feeling of enoughness and know that whether or not you have everything you want, you definitely have everything you need. Bring more awareness to your internal state and challenge yourself to express gratitude for where you are and what you have right now instead of chasing money and material items. Chase happiness and satisfaction with your life as it is currently. You will soon see your cup runneth over. Core questions. Are you a conscientious spender? Do you buy what you want or what you need? What would make you content with your financial situation? These are core questions for your journal. When I say stop and get in your journal, if this card resonated with you today, I would suggest that you write in your journal. And Heather's been really good about posting these. You can go back and you can, we need to do like a hashtag for those, like journal prompts or something, like, or Sunday journal. I don't know, something we need to come up with this. You can like search that hashtag. You can pull up all of the different cards that are pulled, because it's really great to have these. The universe tells us every week what we need to be journaling about. So your journal prompts are answering the questions. Are you a conscientious spender? Do you buy what you want or what you need? And what would make you content with your financial situation? Those are your three Iolite questions. Heather does post them every week. She's so great about that. And then our affirmation to say in the mirror every day this week, when you look yourself in the mirror after the shower, after you say I love you to yourself, because we still do that every day, right? I live in a state of abundance. Ooh, I like that one, y'all. Let's say that together. I live in a state of abundance. And the more veracity you put behind those statements, the more the universe knows that you mean it. So when you do your affirmations, do them bold and loud. And I want you to notice when you do them bold and loud, right? I live in a state of abundance. I get a little twingy in my belly because I don't feel that yet. And then I know I need to work on that. Like I need to work on my ability to say that without it giving me a grip. Okay. So that is Iolite. So I live in a state of abundance, right? Shift your money mindset. Even if you speak what you seek, if you don't think you have enough, then you never will. But if you say that you do, then damn it, if you aren't going to be, your cup runneth over. And I love that so very much. All right, turquoise, prioritize your health. I know that we probably all need this one, right? I know I need to. Sometimes, like if you don't know, that you don't have to care, because if you don't know, you don't know. All right, so turquoise, prioritize your health. Take your health into your own hands. The first step is to identify what your body needs. Everyone is unique, so your health journey requires self reflection to discover what will make you feel your best. Then take one step, no matter how small, in service of that. I love that. Make life affirming choices each day. When you get ready to like decide whether you're gonna have that extra cup of coffee or a glass of water, maybe choose the water, right? Maybe versus going back for a second piece of pie, you go get a piece of cucumbers or a salad out of the refrigerator. Just take one small step to prioritize your health. Maybe you commit to going to bed 15 minutes earlier, or find a yoga routine online, or perhaps you download a meditation app, go for a walk, or work out at the gym. Whatever you choose to do for yourself and your health, make it a priority and commit to it each and every day. With consistency, small actions will build into amazing results. And I'm going to tell y'all, that's one of the things that I'm really working on moving forward. As many of you know, my nephew Matthew has come from college, and he has come in to try to do some work with us. Now, we can say two things can be true. Matthew can be an amazing nephew who I love dearly, and he cannot be right for the kitchen. That is completely okay, right? But he does have value in other places. And this summer, I have given him the role of my Guy Friday. So Matthew is going to be we like my direct personal assistant, running errands and doing all of the things for me that need to be done, and doing some social media stuff and doing some TikToks and some reels and doing some content for me, as well as we're calling it, you know how Devil Wears Prada? We joke and said the guru wears tie-dye. So he's gonna be like, I'm gonna be like Meryl Streep. He's gonna be like, we're gonna have that going. Um, and one of the things, he's very much into fitness. He goes to the gym. He knows how to do like all the eating stuff right. He's very much into like building muscle mass and all of those. So one of the things that's going to be on his agenda is he's going to have to go take me to the gym every day. He's going to be in charge of like my exercise and stuff. So he's going to find out about that tonight, helping me get myself back into some kind of like physical shape. So that's coming. Okay. Core questions. I thought y'all would laugh at that because we're going to do some videos of like me getting into shape too, like going to the gym and stuff. I'm giving myself a half hour to an hour a day. I need to go and just focus on myself, and I am the brand. And if I don't make it till tomorrow, then nothing makes it till tomorrow. So I've got to focus on me. So go out and take care of your health as a priority as well, however that looks. Core questions. Do you treat your health as a priority? I don't. I need to write this down. What aspect of your health could use a boost? My physical movement, and probably a lot of my dietary choices because I get lazy and I like delicious food. Affirm. My health is a priority, so I practice self care. Today, do one thing to support your physical, emotional, or spiritual health. So I'm encouraging you all to take care of your physical health as well, because just like I talked about how, energetic work, it can cause physical body ailments when you don't take care of it. Dis-ease in your body, from the Latin disease, is dis-ease, which means there's an energetic dis-ease in your body. There's something that's happening that's not working in your best alignment. So remember to take care of your physical health as well. All right. And then the last one is clear quartz, which is get crystal clear. I think that one is, it's so funny. I have like so much clear quartz around my desk to get crystal clear. And that's probably something that I need to do. I've got my aventurine, I've got my grounding stone, my tourmaline, I've got some angelite. So I've got some crystals around my energy desk here. But let's look at clear quartz and see what that has to say. HIJKL, clear quartz. All right, clear quartz. Make space in your head for clear thoughts that might lead to greater insight into your life. Everyday worries and stress can blind you to the big picture. When you're feeling confused, make sure you don't lose sight of the forest through the trees. The clarity that comes from mindfulness allows you to view your life from a higher perspective. Keep focused on your goals and intentions as you continue to work towards becoming your best self. Like spiritual 2020 vision, you can see clearly where you are going and how to get there, right? Get crystal clear. If you get mindfulness, slow things down, you can then start seeing the path. The other week I talked about this book, The Lion, the Dog, the Boy, the Horse, or whatever. And it talks about the boy being on the back of the horse and the boy telling the horse, I'm sorry, I don't see the way through. And the horse says, but can you see the next step? And the boy says, I can see the next step. He says, well, if you take enough of the right next steps, you're going to see your way through. So even this week, as you get crystal clear, even as you start moving into that, if you still don't see the end, I promise you'll be able to at least see the next right step, right? And that sometimes is all it takes. It's just the million micro moves, the next right steps, right? Getting clear about your money, understanding you have enough, taking care and prioritizing your health, and then taking one right move in the right direction to get clear and get focused in your mind. That's what this week looks like to us, right? Who's on board with that? Can I get some hell yes? If you are ready to get clear with or shift your money mindset, prioritize your health, and get crystal clear about what you want. The core questions for the clear quartz is, have you been feeling lost or confused? That is a beautiful, beautiful. I know somebody said you were. That's a beautiful journal prompt. Write that at the top of your prompt. Have I been feeling lost and confused? Yes, I have been. And then just let the words come. Do you know what you want? No, I don't know what I want. Right? I'm just giving you an example. Write the question. Just get in the thing of writing. Have I been feeling lost and confused? Yes. Do you know what you want? No. What does being clear look and feel like to you? And then you have to write through that, and then you'll write. I promise you, it'll be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful journal entry if you just give that a shot. If you don't prioritize any of these other journal entries this week, today, I'm going to ask you when you get done with this live, I want you to write down, have I been feeling lost or confused? Do I know what I want? What does being clear look like to me? And I want you to answer those questions. Then you're going to affirm every day, just like you're going to affirm in your other affirmations, right? That you are healthy, that you are wealthy. You are also going to affirm, I am crystal clear. I am crystal clear. Today, sit and meditate for 3 to 5 minutes to clear your headspace. 3 to 5 minutes to clear your headspace. And that is our cards today, right? We have, we need to shift our money mindset and understand that money makes the world go round, but we decide how that looks to us. It's our world. It's our decision, right? We have enough. Stop letting other people tell you what is enough and what isn't enough, and know that you are exactly where you need to be at all times. Money and everything. Your cup runneth over. You have enough. Prioritize your health. Understand that taking care of the meat suit keeps it running in good condition, and you need to prioritize your health. Make small, if you're tired all the time, get better rest. If you're fatigued all the time, start looking at the food you put in your body, right? You it's just a million little micro moves. It's just making one decision every day that is at your best and to your best benefit. If you know that makes your joints swell up, don't eat the hot dog, right? I'm talking to myself. And then clear quartz. Understand that you need to take some time to sit with yourself, to get clear about what it is that you want, because all it takes is you being clear about it, and then you can start working your plan. You can't start working a plan until you know what you're working on. Turquoise, I used Matt's fitness equipment. It was way too big for me, but that was hilarious seeing a crazy old lady hanging upside down like an insane monkey. Yes, bring on better. I love that. I love that. I love that. Thank you for this time today so I could just pause and be. And we are so glad that you decided to just pause and be. And so many of us need to take more time to just pause and be. As we go out into the world this week, know that I will be putting together some healing energy things, some meditations, some things like that we need to kind of like regroup our energy and get things moving in the right direction. I would suggest these are, I believe they're $89. I think they're $89.99. I can't remember, $89. These energetic body balancing essential oil sets are great if you need to start doing some of that. Those are a great option. If nothing else, just take some time this week to take some deep breaths, get your feet in the dirt, take a few minutes to call that light energy down, create your energy bubble. Go back and watch the videos where we've done that, and know that you are loved, you are blessed. We are here as a community to help each other out. And you have to take some time to know what happily ever after and success looks like to you. Like I said, we have lots of things on tap this week from a business standpoint. This is our energetic moment. So take some time today to breathe, to get out in the sunshine if there's anywhere you are. Get your feet in the dirt. Take some time just to write down what's in here, because you can't solve the puzzle if it's all in the box. So get it out of the box, get it out on paper. I have to shift things in high gear. I have been feeling lost and confused. Yes, I do know what I want. I just question sometimes how to achieve those things. which direction is right. I know that I'm going to stop questioning myself and the things that I want and stop living in fear. Go for it. I worked so hard to get where I am now, but the hard work doesn't stop. My story, I hold the pen, so I need to start writing exactly what you want. And that's the thing. We all operate from a place of either fear or love. And I want us to release the fear. The fears are things we're trying to release. We're trying to get that dis-ease out of our body. That fear holds into places from traumas. It's going into those places and healing it. If you want to, we're going to be here in person. Come in, be a part of these workshops. I will put some sign-up sheets this week. Find some time, get it on the calendar. We always do a spiritual, a social event. We try to do one a month, but sometimes it's just one a month. Last month was a very social event. This month may be a very spiritual event. Just stay tuned for more details on that. And know, as always, we're going to end the live today so that I can go and do all the things that I told y'all we all need to do, right? So I want to thank you all for watching. And as always, when we end these lives, we do so with a little peace, a little love, and a little feast, y'all. And as always, stay elevated. I love you. Get your Wednesday night order in because it's going to be delicious. And I will see y'all soon.